สวัสดีครับuh, good afternoon everyone. My name is Chanan Mekmok from Department of Social Science, Faculty of Arts, Silpakorn University, Thailand. Today I will talking about craft schools and culture in the Bourgeois context of Phetchaburi, Central Thailand, from 1907 to 1957 CE. My presentation topics here. The first, introduction. Second, evidence of craftsmanship in Phetchaburi. Third, rice trade and rise of individual wealth. Fourth, bourgeois cultural context of Phetchaburi. Fifth, craft schools in Phetchaburi. Sixth, Phetchaburi in the global context. Seventh, the decline of craft schools. The first one, introduction. Phetchaburi has been known as the city of crafts since the late Ayutthaya period. In the first half of 20th century, temple craftsmanship evolved due to changes in local temple culture as knowledge center transmitting skills. As Bangkok art and cultural fashion spread, Phetchaburi became an economic center due to expanded rice cultivation and trade. Wealthy tradespersons or bourgeoisie flourished as art consumers who patronized craftspeople and supported the formation of student apprenticeship groups led by Buddhist monks and laypersons at major urban temples. Monks first became involved in crafts work around 1907. Richt Edbert of Wat Phra Prachai led this innovative activity. 5 temple crafts groups formed to provide sites for art, study, and creation. Major projects included painting, wooden carving, and stucco in the network of relationships among temples, craftsmen, and patrons. This craft school gradually began to recede as the municipal rice trade declined economically. By around 1957, the craft school had disappeared, and as wealthy patrons aged, they decreased their previous support of craft work. Today, craftspersons in Phetchaburi are no longer associated with temple craft schools. The second, evidence of craftsmanship in Phetchaburi. The evolution of Phetchaburi crafts may be seen in a broader framework of cultural context during 3 distinct phases. First, during the late Ayutthaya period, Phetchaburi emerged as a prominent provincial city linked with the royal court elite. This connection helped transmit artistic influences, resulting in a distinctive local craft tradition. This is the Buddha statue and the wall painting in Wat Gaw Temple Hall. This is in the 1734, the year 1734 in Wat Gaw, Phetchaburi. We will see a lot of Ayutthaya style of art. The left one, the wall painting in front of Buddha statue show heaven in Buddhist cosmology. And the second one, the great in the story about the great nuisance when Buddha was becoming to be Buddha in the back of the Buddha statue. This is the wall painting at Wat Gaw in the year 1734. Is about Satta Mahasathan and Atta Mahasathan in Buddhist story. This is stucco pattern decorating on the pediment of ordination hall of Wat Khao Bandai. Is like a Ayutthaya style that everyone know, either the well-known stucco in Thailand. This is carved wooden door panels On the left is in the Wat Yai Suvarnaram in the late Ayutthaya period, and on the right at Wat Nong Wa in late Ayutthaya period too. We will see at the same style and the same pattern. Uh, the left one, the preaching canopy of Wat Yai Suvarnaram in the sermon hall at the Ayutthaya period too. And the second one, wooden carving decorating the roof of preaching canopy at Wat Phetchaburi in the late Ayutthaya period. This is the wall painting Ayutthaya style at the Wat Yai Suvarnaram temple hall. It's like the oldest one in Phetchaburi. On the left is the Buddha statues and full wall stucco decorating. At the back, the chisel wall, a story about the monks went to the Ceylon uh, to uh, to present the Buddha footprint. And this is the stucco decorating on the same base at Wat Phetchaburi in late Ayutthaya period. The second, in the early Ratanakosin era, the dynamics of influences shifts at Phetchaburi's connection to the royal court diminished. However, Bangkok artistic influence, especially starting with the reign of King Rama III, impact local craft, but we see very few of example in the Ratanakosin period. This is the paint stucco pattern decorating the archway of Temple Hall at Wat Tho in the Phetchaburi market. This one at stucco patterns decorating on the pediment of Royal Sanctuary at Wat Mahathat. And the last one, stucco decorating on the window arch of Wat Kuntra Temple Hall. This is the Ratanakosin style of stucco. Third, the reign of King Rama IV renewed focus on Phetchaburi with the construction of two summer palaces, two summer palace. Excuse me. These architectural projects revived royal interest in Phetchaburi and fused Bangkok fashion and culture with local craftsmanship. We will see that royal cultural tradition is spread in Phetchaburi at that time. The first, royal ceremonies honoring the dead. Second, listening to sermons. At that time, when the king went to Phetchaburi, he wanted the priest go to the sermon and preaching at the preaching canopy for him. And third, making merit making by sponsoring temple maintenance. This one is the kettle with emblem in พระเจ้าบรมเธอพระองค์เจ้าอุรุพงศ์ราชสมโภช funeral in 1909. We will see a lot of this pattern in a lot of temple in Phetchaburi and I think in all of Thailand. This one is wooden pulpit on the occasion of the royal funeral King Rama V. So we can find many places in Phetchaburi too and other province in Thailand too, because it's like a big funeral. This one on the left is the Bunnak family pagoda. Bunnak is like officially the big clan in Thailand. And in the second one is the Buddha statue on the occasion grief of royal funeral King Rama V by เจ้าจอมเอี่ยมบุญนาค in the year 1914. This one is spectacular Buddha statue Ayutthaya style in Wat Uthai Potharam in the city of Phetchaburi today under the patronage of Than Phuying U Bunna. This one is like a royal ceremony when the king won his son and daughter to the top-notch shaving ceremony. This is the top-notch shaving ceremony of Lamai Pachak Sanpakon. The former name, former last name, Prachop Mok in 1920 when she was 9. So we can see that is in the local in Phetchaburi they do the ceremony like a royal. The royal influence in art style, knowledge, and Buddhist traditions affect the local art culture overall and developed a local art market. Third, right trade and rise of individual wealth. In the wider context of national macroeconomic shifts, rice production for the global market prospered after the ratification of the Boring Treaty. Additionally, Siam dismantles the civil labor control system, boosting worker mobility. This helped diversify associated business such as rice trading and milling. Concurrently, it led to the aggregation of land ownership as well as the facilitation of credit mechanism targeting agrarian proprietors. These transformative economic forces, while distinct from feudalistic underpinnings, were often harnessed by individuals hailing from expansive familial networks or urban aristocracy. So this is the city plan of Phetchaburi now today by the Google Map. We will see that Phetchaburi is look like here in the city plan today. And this is the Phetchaburi River. They come from south to north and go in the opposite to the Bangkok upper. Okay, this one is a Phetchaburi market and the city, the old city. Yes, in here we will see a lot of temple here, and this is my study. And in the right side, we will see a lot of rice field. That's my field study too, because the tradesperson in the city, they have a lot of rice field here. This is the rice field in local Phetchaburi. The rice field is near the temple too. This one is the rice field in front of Wat Naprom. This is the sugar palm in rice field. They made a lot of money in that period. Sugar palm and rice. This is the Phetchaburi River along with the residents for transportation. Everyone transportation by boat, and they send rice to Bangkok. In early Latinacosin period, rice and sugar generate income in Phetchaburi. Detailed tax collection procedures show that palm sugar provide the main municipal government revenue. At the start of the reign of King Rama IV, the government obtained revenue by palm sugar tax from Phetchaburi city. Other Phetchaburi economic products of the time included farm crops, fruit, and livestock, transport home by Chinese seafarers. This is the Phetchaburi rice exports from 1873 to 1898. You will see that the number is very more when we come to the 1898. In Phetchaburi export the rice Ph.D. to Bangkok, and Bangkok sent to other cities like Singapore or Hong Kong. So this is the right trade by the uh, Mr. Norman and Ian Brown works. We will see that the rice transport all around over the world from Southeast Asia to the colonial city. And this is the rural rice export. We will see that the rice export is more and more and more. So in Phetchaburi, we see that the rice expand around the city too. We see that the two economic systems, urban and suburban economics, this economic relationship creates livelihoods for urban capitalists or favor local residents who trade professionally. These were found by local urban residents. A few agricultural fields regionally for which these were uh, mortgaged. In many cases, owners were cheated and became tenants on land that was once their property. This is Shunhua's store in Phetchaburi Market. This one is like a big shop in that time. The man in the left side is Khun Phet Kaset Niwe. He is like a trade person and official. And this is his daughter. After that time, his daughter became like a bourgeois to support the patronage for the temple. Now, today this store we call Romit shop. Okay, tax correction for land in Phetchaburi in 1885 indicates that the total area of rice field was 212,275 right, 1 ngan, 31 wa, while originally rice fields only covered 161,196 right, 3 ngan, 3 ngan, 97 wa. The rice fields expand mainly on the Phetchaburi River east bank. There, more water buffalo were raised for plowing, 4 wagons to carry rice, artificial lakes, and rice threshers assist rebels in the cattle trade, especially Ban Chanan, Ban Wang Trai, and Ban Po Prat, which border of the community nearly. You will see the map of Phetchaburi city. Here, for the rice expand from the policy of the government from the King Rama IV. They want to expand the land to make rice field and send for rice transport for Siam. This one in Phetchaburi, we will see that a lot of area to be like a rice field. This one is the picture from that time. I call it rice rental fee transport because the farmer have to transport the rice to the owner of the land for rice for rental free. Yes, and then the owner of the rice field keep rice for 3 years and then sell to the mill. The mill. The fourth, bourgeois cultural context of Phetchaburi. According to municipal documents and field data, the Phetchaburi bourgeois group did not emerge from the old feudal system, but self-created from economic assets. They did not rely on feudalism as a utility condition for trade and political power. Bourgeoisie was not defined by money, but referred to a class that does not ascend societally from bureaucracy, but may be partly discretely government dependent. The bourgeois, they built an economic status on the base of resources and a network of private social relations. In this way, they created wealth and accumulated capital at diverse levels. Therefore, minor and major donors made merit a statement of class status. They had tastes in lifestyle, clothing, arts, and patronage at temples for merit making, as the royal family and other landlords did. This one is very interesting in photo. On the left, the photo of Bourgeois at the Photoshop in Phetchaburi. The both of picture is came from the clan Pinkarawat and Sukhapanit is like the landlord and trade person at Panicharan Street, Panicharan Road, excuse me, okay, in near the Phetchaburi market. The second one, this is a Buddhist ceremony of Wat Vieng Chai House in 1936. In the middle of the picture, Nai Wat Vieng Chai, he is the tradesperson. He have a lot of rice mill and live field. He has a mill too. And the both men is Jin Pao Wong Yai and Jin Peng Sing, who are contractor who made this house around 40,000 baht at that time. Nai Krong is above all is a Wat God monk that Nai Krong patronized this temple. This Nai Krong Wat Vieng Chai and Jin Pao Wong Yai. Now is Ban Lam district of Phetchaburi province, and this is Jin Peng Sing. This is Wat Vieng Chai house today in front of the Phetchaburi River. This one is Khun Vichian Phanit house made in 1962 to 1932 to 1935. Khun Vichian Phanit is an official of Phetchaburi in later time. This one is a postcard as a gift at that time. This is Khun Nai Bulliem Phetkaset. He gave this postcard to her beloved friend Nam Paul Nghiep and Mẹ Bun Rod. This one is Khun Mẹ Liam Sukhapanit. She was the like a trade person for the rice mill and make money by going to sell the sugar palm and rice paddy. And when she was aged, he audience as nun in the temple. And this is the objects that I found a lot in the bourgeoisie house, like the painting of the deva of the music, the ceramics, and the craft wooden looking glass, and other craft objects such as craft wooden cabinet and gold ornaments. This is the bourgeois funeral ขุนประจวบสมบูรณ์เต็มประจวบเหมาะ in 1950 I went to Khun Vichian Phanit's house and took this picture from that house. Notably, the socio-economic shifts changed wealth accumulation mechanisms that boost patronage of Buddhist art projects and subsidize local craftsmanship. Phetchaburi expanded economically as a rice and sugar trading junction from the surrounding countryside. During the first half of 20th century, there was also a demand for consumption of different types of craftsmanship required for building houses and producing furniture. Different types of utensils, including social status displays or religious orientation. Even more importantly, the institutional role of temples producing knowledge and skilled craftspeople for society was supported. So we see that when the craft market is first, so the temple, the big temple in the Phetchaburi city will become like a craft school at that time. I think in Thailand at that time, just only Phetchaburi had the craft school in the temples. The craft school in the temple is look like a art school today, but that at that time they learn, they study, they make everything in the temple. So they have monks and layperson too. Then the fifth craft schools in Phetchaburi. Phetchaburi's artisans groups engaged with temple as learning centers and craft showcases. They comprise five craft cohorts, each affiliated with a specific temple. The first, Wat Prapasai School. The second, Wat Gok School. Third, Wat Prasong School. The fourth, Wat Yan School. And fifth, Wat Yai Suvarnaram School. In this framework, each cohort specialized in a particular facet of craftsmanship. For instance, Wat Prapasai mastered traditional painting techniques. Wat Gok was expert in wooden carving, and building crematories apparatus. Wat Yan excelled in residential and wooden structures. These craft cohorts worked symbiotically, engaging in advanced collaborative endeavors through skill refinement in shared craft training and participation in jointly commissioned projects. Pedagogical methods were based in practical hands-on training designed for interests of individual students. Collectively, these complementary cohorts coalesced to form a distinctive Phetchaburi craft school. Among these artisans, there was one acclaimed master, led the Phetchaburi school, embodying artistry and expertise for the community. This is the map of Phetchaburi temple, you see, along with the Phetchaburi River. A lot of today in Phetchaburi we have like 200 and around 30 temple. The first one, Wat Prapasai School, พระอธิการฤทธิ์ in 1836 to 1919. Hamburger of Wat Prapasai was the first Phetchaburi craft school master. He was a novice of Krua in Krom of Wat Liep in Bangkok around 1845 till 1856. Krua in Krom, regarded as the master painter of King Rama IV of the Ratanakosin period. He was the first Thai artist to use Western mural painting techniques, showing close-up and distant drawing progressively. After returning to Phetchaburi, Pratikanrit transmitted his art knowledge to his disciples. His works comprised Buddha statues, paintings, and shadow puppets. In Thai, we call หนังใหญ่ Among his notes were Polamut. He lived near Wat Phra Phachai. ครูหวนตาลวรรณาพระอาจารย์เป้า and ครูเลิศพ่วงพระเดช In the left พระอธิการฤทธิ์ of วัดพระพาชัย and in the second is ครูเลิศพ่วงพระเดช when he became a teacher in art school in Bangkok. This is the ครัวอินโคง sketchbook that he gave to พระอธิการฤทธิ์ and when พระอธิการฤทธิ์ came to Phetchaburi, he gave to the National Museum of Thailand. This one is a sketchbook of พระอธิการฤทธิ์ and you will see in this picture, Cooler has sketchbooks with his writing too. This is the shadow puppets of Wat Phra Phachai. Nowadays we have with around 10 pieces. This one is very, very big to show in the funeral ceremony. This is the frame Chataka painting with inscription on the back. This is the Vesantara Chataka, and who made it is the name Polamut. He's like a disciple of พระอาจารย์ฤทธิ์ This picture, this painting is around 1908. This one is a stucco pattern decorating the archway of the temple hall of Wat Phra Phachai in the Ramayana story. This created by ครูแป๋วบำรุงพุทธ in 1925. ครูแป๋วบำรุงพุทธ he lived near Wat Phra Phachai and disciple of พระอาจารย์ฤทธิ์ This one is ครูแป๋วบำรุงพุทธ creation too. Did a stucco pattern decorating the window archway of the temple hall of Wat Pak Klong in 1930. You will see the technique at that time. ครูแป๋วบำรุงพุทธ is very popular. This one, frame Chataka in Vesantara story painting in 1919 at Wat Khun Tra. You will see the airplane in the World War, the First World War. This one is byครูเลิศพ่วงพระเดช when he was a monk at that time. And the second one is the carved wooden panel of the temple hall of Wat Phra Phachai. Is by the disciple of พระอธิการฤทธิ์ the name of creator is นายหวานหอมมาลัย So you will see that Phetchaburi has a lot of disciples, and everyone who study with Phetchaburi can do everything. They can do the stucco, the wooden carving, or everything, but some of them have some specialty for his lifetime. In this picture, we will see the stucco pattern decorating in the pediment of temple hall of Wat Khema Pirattaram or หัวสะพาน in 1923 by they record the inscription here that who made it the name Nayu in me. For Nayu in me, he can do everything like a Buddha statue. He can painting. He made paintings and stucco. And when we see his work, we will see that His signature is that he liked the story of Ramasoon and Nang Mekla, with the he throw the axe to Nang Mekla. This one is when I saw this story, I know that it is Nayu words. The second one, uh, the paint stucco pattern decorating to the archway of Sermon Hall at Wat Khema Pirataram by Kuler Thongpade. So we will see that Kuler can do anything: drawing, paintings, stucco, wooden carving. He can do everything. But the specialty for him is painting. The second one, Wat Prasong School. The best known art masters were Khun Sĩ Wang Yot or Khan Ket Sang Sĩ. He is the official of the Bunna family. Uh, other one, Kru Huan Tan Wan Na. And the last one, Prat Ajahn Pao. This group was famous for painting in Pratikarist style. They made preaching canopies, stucco, and cremation apparatus, especially Ajahn Pao, who was Phetchaburi master circa in 1950s. Ajahn Pao can do everything too. He can do stucco, painting, wooden carving, everything. He know a lot of mechanism too. When he made the crematorium, he made a lot of objects in the ceremony. This one is a Jataka painting by Kru Huan Tanwana in 1926 at Wat Na Prom, the story about Nemirat. This one is Phra Ajahn Pao. The second one is the Phra Ajahn Pao paintings. This one is a framed Jataka paintings at Wat Chumpupon in 1920. He made a lot of craft work at Wat Chumpupon. This one is Patimo cabinet in 1913, and he like signed his signature here. This the signature of Phra Ajahn Pao. I think he is just the only one that I saw in Phetchaburi. This one is pitching canopy at Wat Rek in 1918. This one is a carved wooden roof of pitching canopy of Wat Kongharam in 1918 with the Jataka story about Vesantara. So pitching canopy we use in the Suman Hall for Vesantara ceremony. This one is Buddha Footprint Pavilion in 1907 by Khun Sĩ Wang Yot at Wat Prasong. There is the Buddha footprint there. And this one is carved wooden cabinet with Jataka Vesantara in 1916 at Wat Chumpupon by Phra Ajahn Pao. You will see the Vesantara story in the panel. This one is the floating crematorium. This is from Phra Ajahn Pom, who is the disciple of Wat Prasong School. This one is used nowadays. In Phetchaburi, we believe that who can keep the crematorium, it will be safe to keep at the temple, not in the house of people. The third, Wat Yai Suvarnaram schools. Wat Yai was a splendid temple with abundant craft works from the Ayutthaya period. Somdet Chao Taimo was supreme patriarch of Thailand, Sangkaracha, in the late Ayutthaya era. So he direct important royal craft works from Ayutthaya to Phetchaburi, especially pavilion, fishing canopy, and summon hall. But the craft school found around King Rama V was created by Khun Sĩ Wangyot, an official architect. So Khun Sĩ Wangyot, he like a master of two schools, Wat Yai Suvarnarama and Wat Phra Sot. The most significant craft work of this group were wooden carvings, stucco, and crematory items. Group members include Albert Phum, Khun Sĩ Wangyot, and พระอาจารย์เพิงแก้วไพฑูรย์ This one is a bell tower with a colonial style or Western style, created by Khun Sĩ Wangyot at Wat Yai Suvarnarama. You see the Western style, and this one is the bell tower in the Western style too. We can call that colonial style with Khun Sĩ Wangyot creation. This one is the crematorium created by พระอาจารย์เพิงแก้วไพฑูรย์ This is his father funeral in at Wat Lat in 1922. This one is Trai Pitaka Hall in 1927 by พระอาจารย์เพิงแก้วไพฑูรย์ and the disciple at Wat Yai Suvarnarama. Number 4, Wat Got School. This Ayutthaya temple had major late Ayutthaya works, sermon hall, wall paintings, and jetties. During the first half of 20th century, art creation changed. Abbot and monks collaborated to renovate and revive religious objects for Buddhist ceremonies. Famous works included wooden carvings, preaching canopies, furniture cabinets, and crematory apparatus. พระอธิการเหลื่อม พระอาจารย์ยิต และ and นายเล้งเชยสุวรรณ were leading craftspeople. This one on the left is พระครูยานวิจัย or พระอธิการยิต He is the martyr of Wat Got in the period around 1927. And his disciples, Nai Leng Choi Suwan, he is very famous in Phetchaburi at that time about who making preaching canopy around 7 pieces. The story of Wat Got School. Everyone who want to be like the abbot of this temple, you have to be like the craftsmanship too. When พระอธิการเหลื่อม came to be the abbot, he never know about the craft work, so he have to study, and then he did like a sermon hall with the monk in Wat Got at that time in 1888. So he became the master of Wat Got at that time too, and this is wooden bell tower in 1898. This one is the carved wooden pattern decorating cabinet in 1917 by พระอธิการฤทธิ์ he made it with himself. No one knew that he made it when he passed away. So in 1937, everyone know, oh, Pratikan Yit can do the cabinet too. So this is the like a masterwork of Wat Got cabinet. This one, Pratikan Yit creation too. This is the paint stucco in tiger with wing. Tiger with wing, it means they want to earn to gain the knowledge, and the carved wooden pattern decorating in the wood Buddhist school at Wat Got by Prajan Yit. In the middle of the picture, you will see the angel in the wooden carving. This one is pitching canopy of Nine Lenches one is the most spectacular pitching canopy of Phetchaburi. This one in Wachi Brazil, and the second one is the Oath Grill that like a 3D is like uh, significant uh, what got school. So if you see the Oath Grill like this, you can know that the what got school who made it. This is the groove wooden carving, a story about uh, Ramayana by Nailing Choisuwan. This one is wooden carving cabinets by Nailing Choisuwan too. In the Bourgeois house, we will see a lot of this cabinet. So the rich people can uh, can earn this. And this in this the right one is from the disciple of what God at that period is Nai Prom M Tip, who made this cabinet. The left one is Pra Pon, who made the crematorium in Wat God. And this is his disciple, Prajan Satya. Now he cannot do the crematory anymore. Prajan Pon is disciple to Prajan Yit. This is the crematorium of Prajan Pon. This is the Prajan Girl. He is a disciple of Wat God too. And this one is his crematorium. The last one, Wat Yang School. This was the chief craft school in Phetchaburi around the first half of 20th century. Pathet Wong Sajan in Tachodo was the group master, and he is the final master of Phetchaburi craft schools. He was celebrated for wooden carving, residential wooden structures, preaching canopies, and crematory apparatuses. The group became a technical school around 1970s. This is the picture of Pathet Wong Sajan in Tashodo. This is the blueprint how to make gable of temple hall created by Luang Por In. If you see this style, you see that it's come from Phetchaburi. This is of his work, Trai Pitaka at Wat Yang. And the second one is Trai Pitaka Hall at Wat Kungkaram. This is like his blueprint how to make the gable of the temple hall. On the left, this is the in Thailand we call Busabok in theรัฐธรรมนูญ ceremony in 1935. And the second one is the crematorium in 1938 by Luang Por In. This is the carved wooden decorating in the window. This is the preaching canopy of Wat Yang. At Wat Yang, they have a Bourgeois family to patronize. Nowadays, is the famous person in Thailand too. The second one is the preaching canopy of Wat Yang School by Luang Por In. This one is the pattern of wooden carving. The old screw, if you see, this is the Phetchaburi, specific Phetchaburi. This one, his disciple. His name is Nim. He is the disciple of Pathet Wong Sajan. He made a wooden carving. This one, the crematorium of Luang Por In when he passed away. They provide the time around 2 years to make this ceremony. For the Western style, in the Mauricio Peretti purpose that in the 1860s, the Bangkok royal courts adopt Victorian dress to modernize Western aristocracy. The middle class follow suit, likewise down to Western culture. A similar studies report that the Siamese elite saw Westernization as representing modernity. Okay. We will see that colonial-style bell towers were built at Wat Yai Suvarnarama, Wat Phra Phra, and Wat Ratpo, and we can see a lot of colonial-style bell tower in other province of Thailand, like Wat Chanan in Phetchaburi too. Realist painting gained popularity, like the first Bourgeois uh, garden in 1930s style at Wat Got, Wat Chantrawa, Wat Chi Prasert, and Wat Pak Krong. Western style carvings and stucco works, such as stucco pattern decorate with Wat Phra Phra with carvings on the Wat Got pavilion. We see the bell tower in Phetchaburi like a Western style that spread come from the Royal Bangkok. And this one is the fishing canopy that I found in the Balat district. The first time I found it on the left at Wat Thasararam. So I went to the airport that we have to keep this and to rebuild for like to keep it in the future. So we make it at Thammasat University Museum. Uh, we will see this fishing canopy, the only one in Phetchaburi that use the Western style. Uh, we see the shrub and the monkey and birds. Yeah. This one is the Western style at Bell Tower, stucco decorated. This graph, I point, you will see the intersection of the lifetime of the craft worker. So the period that I present today. Later, Bourgeois as patrons of Phetchaburi craftspeople. The lifespan of craftsmanship overlapped from the late era of artisanal development as revived in Phetchaburi. This is partly related to simultaneous economic growth of Phetchaburi. The bourgeois patronage period produced stucco, wooden carving, paintings, wooden crematories, and pavilions. So this is the patronized the temple. นายเอมเนราถึก and นางเปลี่ยนเนราถึก who patron the วัดสนามพราหมณ์ This is the นายแย้มบูรณพานิช he he sponsor a lot of temple in Thailand in Phetchaburi, excuse me. This one is Maha Liang, the patronage of the Wat Sunam Pram. This one is the wooden carving theirs for monks. You will see the picture of the sponsor and who to devote. This is the stucco pattern decorated in the archway of the temple hall. We will see the name of food donor. When I saw the name and I record the name and go to his family, who was him, and record the story about this, the price of this artwork. This one is in the first time, Nai Krong Wat Wing Chai won this building for his first wife funeral, and then after that funeral, he won this building to be like a Buddhist school at Wat Got. So the cultural atmosphere of patronage may be divided into a group of nobles affiliated with artisans. Hun Si Wang Yot was an example. Later, these patrons would enable the main Phetchaburi temple to develop into an arts bureau. This one is the wooden carving at the grove of fishing canopy of Wat Tham Keo. you will see that I think it's the only one that had the picture at the pitching canopy. His name is Nai Pan Thong Tobi. This one is in 1935. Nai Pan Thong Tobi want to make this pitching canopy for his wife Nang Thong Di Thong Tobi in the funeral. So he is the Pratikanjit uncle. So he told Prajanjit to make the pitching canopy. So this is the what got pitching canopy. Temples comprise merit, money, and appearance. Few can afford expensive merit making at distant urban temples. Therefore, the relationship between temples and local residents is especially meaningful for attaining merit. So when they make pitching canopy, they will like a lot of people who want to make merit, and for some piece, just the only one who want to be like a sponsor, so the rich man. And very interesting is this. I saw the wooden carving panels at the temple hall of Wat Vieng Khoi. I saw the inscription at the panel said about the พระยาดำรงวิธีรำพ่วงวัชระเสวี want to make this temple hall for his Majesty the King Rama the Sixth, because he in the old time he like an official of the King Rama the Sixth. This one is พระยาดำรงวิธีรำพ่วงวัชระเสวี and this is the stucco pattern decorating at the temple hall of Wat Vieng Khoi near his home, because he is the Phetchaburi third person before go to the Paris. So we talk about learning craft works. Under that period, which may be summarized as an important characteristic that common villagers, especially monks, could develop themselves to become craftsmen by creating a natural familiarity with the craftsmanship that appear commonly in the local context, particularly in temple that used to be source of both artisans and various craft works together, so as to become craftsman skills that are embedded in the body. We can call in the embodied knowledge of the craftsman himself. Villagers, especially monks, could develop into craftspeople by adapting nature visible in the local context. Temple was source for artisans and craftswork through skills bodily embedded in the craftsperson. I went to the house of Nai Gruam Nindan, so I saw this his sketchbooks when at that time his nephew keep this and show me that this is the sketchbook of her grandfather. So we will see how they write, how they painting. They use the grid when they want to write the picture. You will see the grid in the channel, so they know how about the scale of this picture. And the last is the พระอาจารย์อาบ sketchbook that I saw in Phetchaburi too. He paint this scenery about a nice picture, like the same picture, nice picture, the same, and he used the technique with the grid too. This is the พระอาจารย์อาบ ปัญญาวุฒโธ at วัดโพพระใน He is the disciples of พระอธิการยิต of วัดเกาะ and then he go back to his home at วัดโพพระใน When I correcting the sketchbooks show different patterns for each of three craftsmanship eras in 1921 to 1971 to 1937. Next, 1938 to 1957 and 1958 to 1992. I saw that the three sketchbooks were revised in different agenda volumes. Unlike other contemporary craftsmen who remain prosy, anonymous, but Prajan preserved anecdotes about himself. His sketchbooks recorded his phototype and craft preserving pattern intended as running model for the future generations. The Prajan art sketchbooks show how local craftsmanship was taught in the era of craftsmanship revival in Phetchaburi. I saw three sketchbooks of Prajan art. This is the picture inside. He 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 wrote a lot of things about the technique, a lot of how to keep it, keep it, and sign his signature. So a lot of pattern here. So you will see the rigid like a scale for painting. After Prajanjit passed away, Prajan went to see Prajan Pao at Wat Phra Song to learn the painting, how to draw around 3 years. After that, you will see that the inscription here wrote about Prajan Pao is okay about this picture. So you pass. Yes. This one is a Buddha statue by cement in front of Wat Po Phat Nai Temple Hall. This one is Phra Khan to use in medical ceremony. And this one is a crematorium for his mother. So Prajan can make the crematorium by himself. Yeah, he can drawing, he can wooden carving, he can do anything because he has a lot of craft work knowledge. And this is his disciple, Pibichan Bunyen. Now he like a little craft work today in Phetchaburi. He studied with Prajan at 9 years old. Phetchaburi in the global context. Patronage of craftsmen has been studied, especially in the Western culture, as a key educational model. Artworks were sponsored by churches, wealthy merchants, monks, and nobles as patrons. Commissioning religious art impacts large numbers of national residents. As individual freedom augment, new artwork correspond with increased public space availability as in the Florentine Renaissance. Therefore, changes in political economy were important conditions for the emergence of local art or communities separate from royalty, changing the relationships between craftsmen and patrons according to societal context. Art patronage in the context of capitalism and colonialism may be compared between municipal patronage of artisans in Phetchaburi and Kandy period artworks of colonial in southern Sri Lanka or the 20th century Burma art club. Artistic tastes of new groups changed with the times, adopting Western influences as a pattern for art creation. This group became chief patron of art creation in temple and homes. This is one like the painting in the Kandy, Sri Lanka. I thank you to really thank to Professor Smershai to give this picture for me to show on today. It's the style of the Kandy, Sri Lanka. So the last one, declining of craft schools. These vibrant craft schools declined after the decrease in rice and milling enterprises, along with the rise modern education. This lessened noise, enrollment, and changed Phetchaburi artisans' landscape. The heaven formerly provided by the temple-centered artisanal culture gradually weakened. Instead, Phetchaburi artisans follow self-direct journeys to the experimentation and exper- experiential learning. They were inspired by their forebear, but follow economic legends beyond Phetchaburi's local content. This new cohort of artisans cultivated their craft by trial and error, influenced by diversely by time honors technique and wider artistic and economic space. And the last one I want to talk about today is that after the declining of the Phetchaburi school, we have to talk about the conservation about the artwork in Phetchaburi. This is the topic that I gave some speech in the Getty Conservative. Uh, there was a project in Bangkok last year. Uh, Conservation challenge on banner and frame Buddhist paintings in Phetchaburi monastery context. Phetchaburi has a lot of mural paintings in monasteries with good condition till present day, dating to the golden period of Thai traditional craftsmanship in Ayutthaya period, 18th century. But during the first half of 20th century, there was a development of local craftsmen in city center that attract wealthy art collectors and patrons who inspired study and apprenticeship groups in temples. A lot of banners and frame Buddhist painting as local Buddhist tradition, especially Vesantara fishing ceremony with Vesantara Jataka frame painting uh, decorate in the setting. This one is the only one in Phetchaburi, the banner Buddhist painting. You will see this picture is maybe eight years ago, and this picture is last year. So I asked the abbot of the temple, Wat Napong. He didn't know how to do, how to keep, how to preserve. So I think this is the bad condition in Phetchaburi artwork today. This is the famed Buddhist painting used uh, uh, in the piercing by in the Buddhist day. Uh, this too, the frame Buddhist painting, and we will see that the frame Buddhist painting cannot keep in a good condition. The roll is with no preserve. And so like this, the frame with Santara Jataka painting. I think we have to think about it again. Today, conservation is urgent for rescuing items damaged by poor storage and maintenance. Solutions for preservation and restoration of banners and frame Buddhist paintings must be discussed for the future. Our monastery in Thailand encounter this same challenge. Thank you very much.